We knew that conditions were ripe for the potential for an avalanche. Our radio goes off. You hear Rescue 10, Avalanche with confirmed burials.
We need to have a companion rescue to have a live outcome. When we get called in, it's usually body recovery.
It was a deep avalanche. He was already buried. We were looking at 8 feet, 9 feet of snow, which was covering everything. He was thinking that he was going to die. He started to yell, but he was worried he was going to run out of oxygen under there, so he stopped yelling. As we're clearing, so we yell out, "You alive?" Colorado. Well, it was many years ago, and I came here in 1988 as a ski bum. Yeah, Summit County, pretty amazing spot. So it's about an hour west of Denver. Drive through the mountains, this big double Eisenhower tunnel, and you enter into Summit County or the White River National Forest. Don't think people realize that the White River National Forest is the busiest national forest in the country. So on any given day, you can have 100,000 people in the county. They're not just here for the skiing and the backcountry excitement, but they, snowmobiling, the hiking, they're enjoying the beauty of the mountains. So it just brings, millions. It is literally millions of people here each year. And it makes it exciting, a fun place to live, fun place to enjoy, and a fun place to recreate. We are so fortunate to have a group of volunteers like the Summit County Rescue Group. They vary in size, around about 65 people right now. We have also a volunteer water rescue team of around another 12. And being a volunteer, you're not being paid. They're all community members here in our county. They train and respond to every call here in Summit County. They're available 24/7, 365 days a year, and they're there to help someone who's having a really bad day.
My name's Matt Parker. I'm a mission coordinator with Summit County Rescue Group. So in Summit, we field roughly about 200 calls for service a year, and then we average around 100 all calls. There are days where we field 3 to 4 all calls in a day.
We had a call come in. It was an avalanche of a snowmobiler, and his partner who was snowmobiling with him had been looking for him for several minutes before he had called 911.
We had seen between 2 and 3 feet of snow over the past couple of days, so a significant amount of storm snow, storm slab in that area. We knew that conditions were ripe for the potential for an avalanche when our radio goes off and gives a couple of tones, and then you hear Rescue 10, Avalanche, Rescue 10, Avalanche, and then we kind of move to our cell phones to get the details of the call. And the first thing you see is Avalanche with confirmed burials.
When we're coming, time's running out and time's not on our side. So it was concerning when we got that call.
When we see confirmed burials versus just an avalanche advisory, you definitely know you're working against the clock. Any type of avalanche call comes in, we're responding as quickly as possible to investigate the slide. If we know we have confirmed burials, that just kind of speeds up our clock. People that are recovered after a full burial at the 10 to 15 minute mark has a better than 80% chance of survival unless there was lethal trauma. At the 30-minute mark, we're already down to about 33% survival rate. And then at the 60-minute mark, it becomes an issue with hypothermia. So we estimated it was about 5 to 10 minutes from the accident happening, the burial happening, and the reporting party trying to find that transceiver signal, not being able to, and then calling 911.
As I was driving up there, I could see the friend trying to probe. He's been there for now an hour.
When I got the call, I thought this would be a recovery mission. It's usually you need to have a companion rescue to have a live outcome. So when we get called in, it's usually body recovery. I got my skis on and started the initial scuff search, looking for clues, looking for anything out of the ordinary.
We don't have a lot to go because Our Avalanche transceiver beacons are not. We've put them into what we call a search mode, and we're not getting anything. In that mind, we're thinking that this person doesn't have an Avalanche beacon or a transceiver that's sending out a signal to us. Just in the corner of my eyes, I'm radioing back into command. Dave stops. I'm just wondering what's going on. Then all of a sudden, I see the friend running towards Dave, and Dave's starting to dig.
Command, confirm strike.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a little bit of an orange in the debris, grabbed my attention, and went over to it and kind of with my foot, kind of dug it out a little bit, and sure enough, it was an airbag.
We've got to go full bore here. You know, our goal here is to hopefully save someone. There's not a high chance. I mean, this person has a very low chance of survival. And as we're digging, you know, my shovel hit something hard. I'm like, what's that? And I realized I was hitting the helmet. So everything sort of slowed down a little bit. We're trying to figure out where his face is exactly facing, and our first goal is to clear the airway. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm hoping this guy is alive. I really am, you know, fingers crossed everything, he's alive. As we're clearing, so I yell out, "You alive?" And he answered back.
2 feet under the snow. We've just uncovered him. He is breathing, conscious, and is speaking to us.
When the radio call came from Sergeant Watson that they had a confirmed probe strike, given how early in the incident it was, I was blown away. This shouldn't be where we're at this early.
It went from a body recovery to a patient, keeping him warm, making sure he didn't have any broken bones.
From burial to uncovering the head, we estimate right at the 65 to 70 minute mark.
Most rescue groups do not pull out anyone alive. It's very rare that someone is fully buried and comes out alive. And unfortunately, we've done a lot of avalanche victims and been involved in their recoveries. I've never seen anyone come out alive in a situation like this. But you don't give up, you know. You've always got hope in this situation that they will be alive.